Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Money Honey by the Drifters. And we're going to end up capoing this on 3rd fret to match the recording. But it starts off with this cool little lick where you can play 4th fret on the A string and then kind of do a slide to 5th fret. So kind of playing a C sharp to a D note. And you'll kind of hear that through the tune actually. And the chord that would back that lick up would be a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, the second finger on the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also want to think about using a D7 through the song. And we play D7. First finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the high E 2nd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D7 chord. So you may want to think about using that for your Ds. And on our verse and our intro, actually, it's just a lot of the D chord. We end up kind of doing the D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and then we kind of do kind of a big hit on the D. Now you could kind of do that with kind of downs. It's kind of an A down idea on each chord. Or a lot of times with a song like this, I like to use something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the D and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. And then we go into our chorus part, and our chorus starts on a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string 3rd fret, and third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also want to think about using a G7 through the song. When we play G7, first finger goes to the high E on the 1st fret, second finger on the A string 2nd fret, and third finger on the low E string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G7 chord, and it sounds really, really nasty. And then from the G we go back to D, and then we do another D, and then we go to an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now while you're on the A, you may also want to think about lifting off the 2nd finger and making that an A7 chord. Or you can even kind of readjust the fingers and add the pinky in on the high E and make an A7 that way. And then we end up on kind of a D chord, but kind of half that with. When we get to our chorus, is you may want to half kind of that last D and G with just kind of a down, down, up if you're doing the down, down, up, up, down, up. So we tried our chorus with our strum pattern. We have the G, G, D, is to play along with the Drifters. Instead of starting on a D chord, they're starting on an F major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 3rd fret, then now your D is really an F major chord, your G major is really a B flat major chord, and your A is really a C major chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you could kind of work that lick, and this is a little weird because now it's really 7th and 8th, but you're thinking 4 to 5 is kind of a slide. Or you could work kind of those Ds, and you could do that with the down, down, up, up, down, up. Or you could do kind of that multiple down idea if you're kind of digging on that. Or another variation actually would be kind of a down, up, down, up, down, up through that part. And then from the intro, then we'll be going into our verse part. So we have our D, D, pick it up on our chorus part. And then we'd have the G, G, D, D, A, D, G, D. And then from there, we'll be going back into our verse part. Now something else I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the D, you'd have the D string for the bass. On the G, you'd have the low E for the bass. And on the A, you'd have the A for the bass. So we tried that next verse chorus with basses. We'd have our D, 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 our G chord, G, D, then we'd be repeating that verse chorus again. Now something else I think about adding to the song too is some blues licks, and this can be kind of cool if you take the first finger and go to the G string on the 2nd fret and kind of do a down up over the D and the G strings together, and then you can take the 3rd finger and go to 4th fret on the G and kind of do another down up. So it's kind of a down up with 1, down up with 3. It's kind of a little blues lick for D, and you can actually do little variations of this. Actually, a lot of times I'll think of left hand fingers, so you're kind of thinking 1 1 3 3 for the basic lick, but you can mix it up with 1 1 3 1, kind of do that down up down up down up for 1 1 3 1, or you could throw the 3rd finger on the D string, that could be a cool lick, or you could go 1 1 3 1 4 1 3 1, kind of using the pinky to get the 5th fret on the G string, and those same ideas actually will work on the A and the D string for A licks, for our A chords. So we kind of dig on that. That could be a cool way to do it too. So we try that through the verse, like it'd just be a lot of that D lick. D, 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 and then kind of our big D hit, and then we pick it up back on our chorus. So we have our G. That verse chorus through some solos with that same form until we get to our outro. And our outro, we start on the D, and then we do another D, and then we go to G, and then we do another G, and then we go back to D, and then we do another D. But then you'll hear an E major when we play E major. First finger goes to the G string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the D string 2nd fret. And if you strum those together, that sounds an E major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the 3rd finger and making that an E7. Or you could add the pinky in on the B string on the 3rd fret for an E7. And that kind of has kind of like that D and G at the end, and with kind of that E with a down down up, or a bass on the low E down up, and then the A with an A bass down up. I mean, it was kind of a D push at the end. Kind of a bass down up down. You might want to kind of kill it through that part. Through that whole outro, you'd have the D, D, G with the bass, G with the bass, D with the D bass, D with the D bass, and we got our E, A, D, kind of at the very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Money Honey by the Drifters. So good luck!